How to acquire what you admire. First of all, I gotta say, one of my greatest teachers, influences, and mentor is the one who coined that phrase, how to acquire what you admire. I was always told, acquire what you admire. That means to get the things that you are naturally attracted to go and achieve the goals that you find lofty, to get the things that you find attractive, right? So in this video, I'm gonna flash back to one of these old videos I made almost a year ago where I said I was gonna teach y'all, watch this.
YWY, word to the wise. Now check me out. I'm gonna talk on this more in depth another day, but for now, just take the game. So it's a lot of people that will hate on a certain type of person that got a Ferrari and they go 𝘽𝘽𝘊 at that light, 𝘽𝘽𝘊 at that light, right? But at the same time, there's other people that will hate on a person who got muscles, looking ripped, righteous, and tight, you feel me? But the thing is, how could you hate on somebody when you don't know what it took for them to get that? It takes work to get muscles, and it doesn't take work to be sloppy. So at the end of the day, they doing more than you to get those muscles. Same thing goes with the car. If it was easy for everybody to have a Ferrari, a Lamborghini, or a Rolls Royce, or all those things, facts, it would be everywhere, but it's not everywhere. So you over here hating on what you gave up on. Why don't you just go get that? Oh, because you don't want to put in the work. You have an alignment issue. You have a thing where you believe that you're supposed to just get it. That's entitlement. Everything that person probably has, they earned, and respect it and be happy for people. Be wise about your mind.
Now back to it, right? See, y'all saw what I said I was gonna show y'all how to acquire what you admire. Now it's time to really drop the gem. So the first step in acquiring what you admire, right, is to begin with inquiring. You must begin with an inquiry. You must inquire. You must ask the questions. You must ask, what is it that I want? How is it that I want it? And how is it that I could attain it and acquire it? Right, exactly. You must find the instructions. You must find the guidance. You must begin with the questions. Find the questions. Begin with the inquiry. Begin with the inquisition. And once you begin your inquisition, you're on the road to the acquisition. Right, so once you find out what it is that you want, that you admire something, now you want to acquire something, then you make the inquiry, right? You make the inquisition towards what it is that you would like of acquisition. You must do what is required. So let's trace it back, right? Let's trace it back. In order to acquire what you admire, like my OG told me, you must first begin by inquiring. Once you inquire and begin your inquisition as to what it is you want, how it is you want it, and how to acquire it, how to begin the acquisition, once you find these things out, especially how to acquire, right, you must then do what is required. Because once you find out what it is you want, how it is you want it, and you find out how to get it, and you find the information, let's say it's about getting ripped. If you want to get ripped, if you want to get muscle, if that's what you want to acquire, if you want to get money, right, you find out how to do it, right? You get the instructions, and then you do what is required. Simple. So to acquire what you admire, you must first begin with inquisition. So you must inquire and then do what is required. It's as simple as that. Anything in this universe, anything in this world, anything in this temporal plane is attainable and is there for you to have. Most people just in their mind block their own blessings. One, by having such a large ego, they won't even ask the question, knowing that goddamn they're suffering and they know they want certain things and they know the conditions that they in ain't really bringing them health, harmony, happiness, you feel me? But they have such egos on them, they're afraid to even ask a question. How are you afraid to ask a question? I'm more afraid to not know the answer than to ask a question, or to even ask a question and get it wrong, because I just want the answers. There's people in this world that we just need the answers, Sway. You feel me? Shouts out to Sway. So after you figure out what it is you want to acquire, you admire what you acquire, then you begin by inquiring, right? You ask yourself what it is you want, you know what I mean, how it is you want it, then you figure out how to do it, right? Then you move on to doing what's required. This is the step that next level people fail at. So some people ask the question, they're like, all right, I know what I want, I know what I want to acquire. Boom, I get the information. A lot of people signed up for my program. Then they get the information, how to do certain things, how to, you know, up their spirit, how to get their body fat down, how to get more muscle, how to get more harmonious mind, body, spirit. Right, I give everybody the blueprint, you know what I mean? And even if you want to up your business, I could give you the blueprint. I could teach you how to take your business online and do all of that. So once you inquire about that, and then I get you the information, right, then you acquire the information to acquire the things you want to do, or to get the end result that you want, right? Let me not lose you here. Now you must do what's required. So a lot of people fail here. So they find out what needs to be done, but what happens is they begin to bargain, they begin to negotiate, they begin to, oh, I don't feel like doing this part. That's where most people fuck up. Most people who don't achieve the results that they want in life, on some way along the path of doing what was required, they tried to bargain, they tried to negotiate, they tried to have it their way instead of just simply doing what's required. Right, they got too many quibbles, you see what I'm saying? So too many objections, too many interjections of personal preference, when it's like literally you do A, B to Z, and that's how you get to your destination. 1 + 1 = 2. If you want to put 1 + 3 and that you want to arrive at 2, it's just not going to happen. You can't put your rules into the game. I'm going to put you on higher metaphysical game. I'm going to put you on a higher level of awareness. Now check me out. The universe has been around for about 13.8 billion years. Correct me if I'm wrong, right? 13.8 billion years. I've been here for 29, bro. That's not even a fraction of a fraction. And I'm going to come into this dimension with my preferences and feeling like something that's been working perfectly, that even produced me after 13.8 billion years, I should just come in and try to make it abide by my rules? No, there's rules to this game. This universe has laws. And that's the thing about you humans. You will decide to play around and bend the rules, but then the rules end up bending you. And if you break the rules thoroughly enough, the rules will break you. Right, a lot of people are walking around looking like a big bundle of broken rules. Some people feel like they're getting away with it, but when you go to sleep at night, you can't even sleep at night. Right, because you know you're not living right. So the best way to free your spirit is to get in accordance with the universal laws and lose the ego. So how to acquire what you admire? You first inquire. You begin with the inquisition before the acquisition. So the road to acquisition begins with inquisition. Then you do what's required. Requisites, prerequisites, the required activity. Right, this is hooked on phonics Sheikhy. I'm breaking it down for you in the most simplistic terms. You can't walk away from here in an ignorant state not knowing how to get from A to B. That's only on you at this point. Willful ignorance is a choice. You know what I'm saying? Mediocrity is a choice. You know what I'm saying? You need to step up and do what's required and not bargain and not negotiate and not try to bargain and try to cut a deal with God. Like, bro, God is like, do this. Your conscience is like, do this. The universe is like, do this. It's as simple as simple. But people like to come into this dimension and try to put their own rules on the game, and that's where they fuck up. The people who live in alignment, in concordance, in congruence with the rules of the game, and after they inquire and acquire the information necessary to acquire what they admire, they simply do what's required. They end up at the destination that they set out. But everybody else who ends up a little bit off the mark, right, is because they decided to interject and put their own rules. There's rules to the game. Learn the rules of the game. Put your ego to the side. You can have everything in this universe. The universe does not want you to be poor, sick, unhappy, but it's through your own willful disagreements with what's required of certain end results. It's like you can't bargain with the rain. You can't bargain with the soil. It's either you plant the soil and treat the soil how you want it to get a quality crop, or if you don't treat it how it necessarily to get the best quality crop, you're gonna have a lower quality crop, if you even get a crop. Right. Keep it real spiritually, gangster. I don't like taking a shit, bro. I don't like taking a shit. I don't really like getting hungry, and I do not like having to go to sleep. I like to, you know what I mean? Sleep is cool, you know what I mean? Because I have to feel the opposite of it, which is tired, you know, and I have to feel, gotta take a shit, but at the end of the day, like, I have to adapt to this universe. The universe is not meant to adapt to me. You feel me? Nature's not going to adapt to me. I have to go 50-50. You have to cooperate with the universe. You are a cooperator in the universe. I'm dropping so much game on y'all because I love y'all. But peep the game. You feel me? So, listen, at the end of the day, to acquire what you admire in this life, you must first inquire. Once you inquire and you find out what is required, you must do what is required of you in order to obtain the success or the end result or the goal. It's as simple as that. It's one big A to B to Z, 1, 2, 3. You heard? Right. There's facts in this world. And you come into a world 13.8 billion years old and you want to come in with your opinion like your opinion ever held weight. No, it's facts. Align with the facts. Opinions are like assholes. You feel me? That's what my mom's told me. Opinions are like assholes. Everybody got one. And I'm going to add something on top of that. They full of shit usually. Right. So let's just stick to the facts. If you decide to substitute your personal preferences and opinions, right, that probably aren't aligned with facts, and you decide to just substitute everything about your life and your philosophies with facts, right, then I have to ask a deeper philosophical question. Is it still an opinion, or is it just you living in concordance with facts? YWY, your world is yours. We're about aligning ourselves with facts so that we can get the end results that we need. So many people have fucking opinions, quibbles, disagreements, and preferences. Oh, I don't feel like it. Well, who gives a fuck what you feel like? You feel me? If you want this result, this is what you gotta do. If you want a clean room, this is what you gotta do. You know? That's just it. That's just it. If you want a prosperous life, there's certain things you gotta do. And if you choose to not do those things, accept the life that you're given, but don't blame the universe. Blame you and you trying to interject with your own ego and your own preferences and your own, right, you trying to make the rules here. Like I said earlier in this video, it's either you gonna live by the rules, you gonna try to bend the rules is gonna bend you, or you gonna break the rules and the rules is gonna break you. And a lot of people walking around breaking rules daily, you know, stuck on whatever it is, broke, fat, out of shape, depressed, anxious, right? Because you're just not listening to the call of your conscience. You're not doing what's required. Do what's required. Just do the work. Do the work. Stop, shut the fuck up and do the work. That's it. That's it. And you'll win. See me, I had to get over my own bullshit. You know, like I said, people gonna mistake the confidence for arrogance, but it's not arrogance. It's just simply living in alignment. And once you get to that level, you get to vibrate on a different frequency. But the people who don't actually live in alignment, who break the rules all day and lie to themselves all day and don't listen to themselves all day, right, that's why your frequency is off, right? All you have to do is listen to you and get around people who have higher expectations and who plan on living prosperous lives by doing what's required, and you can be one of the most high vibrating people as well. But it's the people who don't do what's required, right? They don't do what's necessary. They don't do what's needed. They do what they want to do and end up with shitty results that get mad at people that have the results that they set out to attain. When literally, YWY, your world is yours, is like come through, get put on, inquire, acquire the information, get the blueprint, and then acquire what you admire. Shouts out to the OG, you know what I mean? Big dubs up, you know what's up. And that's just really what it is. So I just broke it down in a million ways. Consider the vibrations raised. I love y'all. We just gonna keep swagging. Your world is yours, always and forever. Peace, blessings. Consider the vibrations raised. Hop on the motherfucking program. You playing yourself. I got the answers, bruh. I got the swag, bruh. I got the juice, bruh. I got what you need mentally. You feel me? All you need to do is invest in yourself, and then once you get the info, once you acquire the info after your first inquiry, then you do what's required. So many people signed up and failed themselves because they wanted to listen to themselves and not apply to stick to the rules, bro. It's very simple, it's very cut and dry, it's very cause and effect. Right, what you put in is what you get out, straight up. That's what it is. Your world is yours, consider the vibrations raised. I love y'all, take care. Bye.